Hello, welcome to my newest weekly. This weekly is all about the upcoming listing, exchanges and a bit of regulation. As you may have seen, we made a big announcement last week that we will be listed soon on more than 25 exchanges. Since we postponed our listing at the end of last year, we didn't sit still. We continue working on realizing our mission, and a big part of that, we kept on developing our blockchain that is really nearing its development, and we're entering test phase and testnet soon. More about that later. The other part that we did was continuing building our network of cryptocurrency exchanges where CAIZcoin will be listed. And this continuing work is important because we want to build a network of crypto exchanges that are good. So we do a proper KYC, a proper verification process, that we really understand who is this exchange, is it a good exchange, is it a solid one, can we work together with these, and we want to make sure that people all over the world can access and can trade CAIZcoin with a cryptocurrency exchange that is domestically strong, or that they can use domestic payment methods in order to transfer money to the exchange to trade easily. So our 25 plus exchanges, they cover in fact the whole world. So it doesn't matter if you're living in Germany or in Turkey or in India, Malaysia or Nigeria, Indonesia. We have now exchanges in our network that are strong in every country that you can use and where you can use domestic payment methods to fund your accounts. This is important because the more people have access to, of course, to CAIZcoin, the bigger the interest it will generate, and the bigger the success rate of the project, which is of course good for everyone. And maybe you've seen this week that the regulation also came back to the forefront of the news with the SEC suing now Binance US and the Binance CEO CZ for running an unregulated securities exchange and for market manipulation. So Binance, as the biggest exchange in the world, they were not well regulated and they did not comply with financial regulations. Despite being the biggest in the world, they have been hit with these lawsuits, and it will ruin their business. It means more or less the end of the success story of Binance. And when we started Caiz 2.5 years ago, we said from the beginning we want to be Sharia compliant and Fiqh compliant, and we want to stay compliant with all financial regulations in all countries where we're active. That sometimes, well, it's becoming compliant and staying compliant is a slow and sometimes difficult process. And this whole compliance slows the setup of the business down. And also the whole search for exchanges that fit into our philosophy, it is a very thorough process where we should not and we will not cut corners. And but the good thing is now at this point, regulation is more and more important. It is a crucial element in realizing the success of any business. And of course, the mission of Caiz, where we really want to provide services for the 1.5 billion underserved, underbanked people around the world. Before we realize that mission, it's a long-term project. Staying compliant is a crucial element to make sure we stay in business. So building the foundation building the foundation upon which we can really realize our mission, that's crucial. And even if it sometimes looked from the outside that not much was happening, we were laying the foundation to make sure we could build and we could really grow our business. We can grow our business in the future when things are ready. And that's the exciting part. We are really getting ready now. The blockchain, as said, is now entering the test phase. The listing will be coming soon there. 2023 is really the year where Caiz will go forward, will go outward, and where we can really start growing the community. So for this, I want to thank you for your patience, for your engagement, for your trust in us, and yeah, and of course for being part now of the exciting chapter that soon will be started. From now on, we will share more and more information every week in my weekly, on social media, on our website about the listing and what's happening. So stay tuned so you won't miss a thing, and you can really enjoy the adventure of being listed and following the journey in a much more active way. So thanks again, and see you next week.